Like in video games, when you win a game, you'll go up like 50 points or whatever, or whatever, 60 points. Like competitive ranked games, how you have elo, and then when you lose a game, you'll go down a certain amount of points. Now, some games make it like public. There's like a public elo, and you can see it. Each game you win, you can see your bar go up, your competitive bar. And then, you'll have this many more points till you get to the next competitive rank or whatever, whether it be Marvel Rivals or Valorant or a game like Overwatch or like a couple different games. They have like this elo system where basically it makes the games more even because they'll match certain elo players all together. And as you rank up, as you beat players of that level, you'll get into the next elo, and they'll keep the matchmaking sort of even, so they're not like these lopsided matches, and everybody can kind of have a more or less like good time, competitive time. You won't have like A players playing like D players, you know what I mean? Like they'll put the D players with the D players, the A players with the A players. All right, so you guys get it. All right, so this is the page that this person made. I don't know who this is. Handball Elo. That's their name, Handball Elo. But so this is their thing. The handball rankings in this video. They made a video, top 10 handball players in July. They said the handball rankings in this video are not based on personal opinions. Elo ratings are calculated using a formula based on tournament wins and losses. Only King of the Court 2025 was considered for the July 2025 ranking. August 2025 ranking will incorporate additional events. Visit Handball Elo on IG for full list and explanation. All right, so let's check out the Instagram because there's more details here. Yes, here's the. Oh, I gotta sign in to see it. Nah, come on, don't make me sign in to read this. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Too smart, bro. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Don't do me. Don't do me. All right, so this is kind of wordy. I'm not gonna lie. But we could kind of skim through it a little bit. Well, let's read the whole thing actually, because this is unique. We really haven't seen anybody kind of try to innovate this system for a while. So he said the ABC player ranking system has been useful in the handball world as a way of categorizing players by skill. However, this system lacks objectivity compared to those of other sports, pickleball, tennis, and games like chess and esports. As it stands, there is no official top 10 list of players in any division of one-wall handball outside of people's personal opinions. True. Perhaps we could agree on the top player. Actually, wait, what about David Velez's list? Isn't that kind of like... Isn't David Velez's list like a list of the top 10 players? Or is that... Actually, no, it's not. Because he said in that list, I think he said they're not ranked in order, I think. If I'm not mistaken. He said those are not in order. Bro said, let's go back to the injury. What are you, a private investigator for Thomas? This guy, Scotty came in here all about Thomas. Yo, that Thomas game was good, huh? Yo, you like that Thomas game? Yo, what you think about that Thomas injury, bro? What you think about this? Yo, this guy is Thomas. You got people out for you, Thomas. This is Thomas's arch nemesis right here, Scotty. All right, as it stands, he says, as it stands, there's no top 10 list, no official top 10 list. Okay, fair. Perhaps we could agree on the top player at the moment in each division, but if a sponsor approached the community asking for an official list beyond that, it would not be immediately clear who is deserving of the opportunities being offered. I mean, Tavo?
Oh!
was the wrong. That was the wrong. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna keep going. That was the wrong sound effect. I'm gonna do that. All right. The only way forward is to create a ranking system based on tournament performances and results, commonly known as the ELO system. The ELO system is currently being used in Europe and can be found on the Euro One Wall website, so there's no reason to believe it cannot be implemented for players in the US. Wait, let me see that. So they're already using this system. Euro One Wall. Is that what you're telling me? They're already using this for handball? Top 5 in no order easily. Tavo, Taiwan, Gio, Timbo, Los. I mean, yo, you don't gotta sell me on it, brother. You don't gotta sell me on it. I'm just saying. That's a solid list. I'm not gonna lie, it's a solid list. But I guarantee you people are gonna have a different variation of that. I'm not gonna lie. And then Thomas. Yo, y'all are funny, bruh. Y'all are funny as hell, bruh. I missed y'all. All right, let's find this list. Where is the ranking on here? I click rankings. I click rankings. Bam. Fair and accurate system. Why our rankings are best in class? Okay, well, where is the rank? All right, so this is how they do it. More info. I want to see the actual list. You know what I'm saying? Where's the actual list at? New rankings right here. No, that's an Instagram link. I can't find it. But I've seen it in the past. They do have a list of like all the places. It's those top 5, then it's Thomas. Yeah. Thomas, I'll battle you in the courts of New York City. I'll fake an injury like no other. Amir, you gotta ref this game. All right, bet. Scotty, yo, they out for you, Scotty. They are out for you. All right, let's keep going. Y'all, this is random, but who here has played Battlefield 6, by the way? They have a beta right now on PC. I was thinking about playing that. But let's keep going. All right, so the ELO system is currently being used in Europe. There's no reason we can't implement it in the US. This system offers several advantages. It follows an algorithm, removing personal opinions and bias from the rankings. All right, number 1. Number 2, it gives players a clear path to promote to higher divisions. Number 3, player scores change with each game played. Number 4, it incorporates the expected result of a game into its calculations. And number 5 is widely used by other sports and games. I'm not gonna lie, this is reading to me like that. Like, this is just hella like detailed, bro. Like, this is almost giving me like AI vibes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody either made this with AI, or it was just like a hella just eloquent writer. But this is interesting though. This is sort of interesting because it kind of clears up the whole debate of like, should A players be allowed in B player divisions if they're older and things like that? Can A players kind of climb? Can they drop? So I kind of like this. I played Battlefield Thomas. True. Amir, screw the rankings. This is more legendary. Yeah, the Scotty Thomas battle. No, yeah, that's way better. That's much better content. We need more real players in these tournaments. No new faces. These guys get their A cards and then disappear. Nah, that's a fact. That is true. That is true. So I feel like this ranking system, it kind of like, it could help like remove the stigma from like A players? Because I feel like people get that A card and then they are all nervous to compete again. They don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're at they go from being the top of the B division, now they're at the bottom of the A division. It's like, you know, what do I do? A lot of people do quit once they get their A card. It's like they've achieved all they wanted. First of all, there's no more real players. Like that one kid, Lefty Mike, gets his A card and then vanish into the night. Who's Lefty Mike? I don't even know who that is. Who the hell is Lefty Mike? I don't know who that is. Chat, who is Lefty Mike? All right, let's keep going. For those unfamiliar with ELO, there's a wealth of material on the topic online in YouTube videos, Wikipedia articles. However, it may be useful to briefly point out the issues with the current handball rating system that ELO can fix. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I feel like Pap disappeared too. Bro, I haven't seen Pap in forever, bro. I haven't seen Pap compete in one A-player event. Lefty Mike got carded in 2014. Sheesh. Nah, yeah, it's over. He's not coming back. All right, the first major issue of many players is favoritism. Whether this complaint is true or not, it is not important. It is damaging to the image of the game that this idea is floating around. Players complain that some tournament wins count while others do not. This is especially true in the lower divisions. Nah, not gonna lie, when I won my Steamball tournament, a lot of people, a lot of haters came out the woodwork like, yeah, that's not really handball. I'm just like, okay, bro. There is currently no concrete number of tournaments a player is required to win or participate in to promote to a new division. It's largely left up to tournament hosts to decide who is valid for each event. The ELO system is objective. Okay. If 1,000 through 1299 is considered a C player, then a player who reaches an ELO of 1,300 can be considered a B player. If B ranges from 13 to 1599, then a player who reaches an ELO of 1,600 plus can be considered an A player. Okay. The second issue is that only first place finishes matter under the current system. Under the ELO system. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. We get cut off right there. We do get cut off unless we sign in. And I can't sign in. I don't know none of my passwords. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know wait, I got Instagram on my phone. I'm tripping. Wait, what's his name? Handball ELO. Chat, what do we think of this so far? What do y'all think of this so far? Is this resonating with y'all? Or not really? Thoughts on this new system? Chat. How y'all feel about this so far? Handball scene been toxic. People hating on each other. Yeah, it happens. There's a lot of love too, though. There is a lot of love too. Pap transitioned. Mike not coming back. He buried in the desert. I saw Nas going off on you for nothing. So many people were on his side. It's sad. Bro, surprisingly, mad people were... there were a lot of people on his side. Bro, mad people were on my side too, though. Not gonna lie. I think it's a good idea. I feel like it might give non-tourney players to enter some tourneys. Yeah, for sure. This system is more confusing than ChatGPT. Okay, I'm here for the chat. I think the system sucks. Yeah, it's different. I mean, you gotta think. It's like... Let's read more. Let's finish. Hold Oh, I got the rest of the post here. All right, there's more. There's more. Hold on, let me read the rest. There's more. There is more. All right, he said. All right, so each game played comes with an addition of points for a win or loss of points for a loss. Currently, players who pull an upset in the early rounds are not rewarded beyond recognition, aka street cred, or the rare MVP award given in some tournaments. Under the ELO system, all tournament victories will award a certain number of points based on a ranking of the opponent. I like this. This part I like. This part I do like. I do like this. Because that means, say Tyshawn beat Tavo at King of the Courts, and then he loses to anybody after that. Like, in this system, his rank still goes up a bunch for all the wins that he won before losing. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, you know, if he lost to, well, I guess in this system, he would, if he loses to a player of a lower rank than him, I guess he would lose more. But he would get rewarded for pulling that upset. He would get rewarded for the upset. The third issue is player retention. When players enter into a new division, they often stop competing. I think that's only true for the A division, literally. When people go from a C player to a B player, I feel like they keep competing. Definitely A player, once a lot of people go to A player level, yeah, they do just stop playing. Fighting games use ELO, it's the same system. I'm very familiar with Street Fighter. I used to play a lot of Street Fighter, so I know how that goes. Again, yeah, I feel like C players going into B division it doesn't really make a difference. But B player to A player, there's definitely a difference in participation. To lose the most talented and experienced players in the sport at the most competitive level is not a recipe for success. Under the ELO system, tournaments are not limited to A, B, or C/NWA divisions. Tournaments can be organized according to ELO scores. For example, under 2,000, under 1,500, etc. This gives more flexibility in the type of tournaments that can be thrown, giving low A's or low B's opportunities to compete and grow instead of feeling that competition has become donation for them. I kind of like that, because now, yeah, if you think about it, right, if you're a low A joining, you're limited to only open tournaments. So it's like, I'm a low A player, I just got in, and now I gotta play against the best of the best. That's the only tournaments I could join. You gotta think a lot of A's are gonna be like, damn, do I really wanna, like, I'm damn near I'm a high B player. You telling me I gotta play Tavo now? Like, I can't just have a low A tournament. Like where the low A tournaments at? All right, let's keep going. The fourth is confusion. He's talking about issues that the ELO system would resolve. So the fourth issue is confusion. There's no reason that a sport that wishes to move into professionalism should require the opinions of commentators to decide who is or is not a pro player. Well, I feel like this is personal. If there comes a time when sponsors want a pyramid or ranking to base their events on, this system will provide a concrete basis on tournament results. Why you gotta come at the commentators though? It's like, nah, I'm playing. I commentate, but like I always say, it's just my opinion. Now, yeah, it does kind of read like ChatGPT a little bit, but I feel like this is so different and unique that I gotta give it the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to talk about it because it's so different, it's so unique. I've never seen something like this presented. Besides, like, I have talked to Dan Grant. He's talked about something similar, but I don't know if, you know, I guess he was trying to get people on board with it. but I'm not sure that he got anybody on board. So the thing that the thing about this too, and that brings up another issue, is that we would need tournament hosts all on the same page. At least the biggest ones, like the biggest, most what's it called? Like the most recognized tournaments. We need them kind of like in a cohesive you know, like they need to at least be submitting brackets to get put into this system at the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? At the bare minimum. I'm gonna be following that story, just seeing what happens. Who's on the board that gives out the A cards? Yeah, definitely a gentleman named Dwight, who started the King of the Courts tournaments many moons ago. And then I'm sure he has a team of, I remember Taiwan telling me that, you know, he has a team of people, including, you know, himself, Taiwan. He has a team of like top players who just like look out, but it's like, it's just, you know, it's very informal. And yeah, it it's a funny story. It's so informal that like two players who are A players now, Diego and Mo, they literally conspired to get their A cards by just documenting their top games and promoting the games on Facebook and I think YouTube. So basically, you know, they called out a bunch of top players. They said they used to broadcast it on Facebook. Yo, $500 games, bring you and whoever. And they called people out. Genius idea. Just insane content. Phenomenal idea. I actually had Diego over my house. We did a little interview. So smart. If anybody wants their A card right now, literally that's all you got to do. Put up some cash, pull out a camera with a tripod, and just challenge the park to play like big money games. That's what they did. And like they got their A card in a year. After like a few of those games, word started spreading around, and I guess they caught the eyes of the board who gives out the A card. Word, then Mo and Diego never played again. Nah, it's true. It is true. I haven't seen Mo and Diego in forever. Shampoo been playing since freaking 2007. Oh, I want a top B card. Oh. Sayed, what's good, my brother? Still don't understand how Shampoo got his A card before Gerardo. Oh. Tags the White. Wins a tournament in Nebraska and posts it. Tags the White. Oh. So Taiwan has influence? Yeah, for sure. Taiwan definitely has influence, I believe. Yeah, the board is not just Dwight. Dwight has like some top play, like he has top players that he consults with. But it was worth it. Mo used to win tournaments in North Dakota to get his A card. Yo, bro. Y'all sending me right now, man. Y'all sending me. Hey, how's everybody's day going, man? I'm crying at these comments, bro. I'm literally crying. Hope y'all doing good, man. Appreciate all y'all in the stream today. Mo and Diego are good. Not gonna lie, but they took the money and ran. No refunds. Yeah, they definitely did dip out. They definitely did dip off of the scene completely. That card, man, it's like that A card is just like, it's almost like a diploma. And people not trying to go back to, they not trying to take another class after that. You know what I'm saying? You graduate and it's just like, yeah, I ain't never doing school again. I don't know about y'all, but I was so happy to graduate. I was like, bro, I ain't looking the direction of a school ever again. That's how it is, some of these players. A lot of fake A's out there, like Lefty Mike. I heard Mo took the Park House B doubles. played all their games on the brick walls of the park house against kids. Nah. It's funny, but like, there's some truth to these jokes, bruh. Cause some of these guys really be traveling to gosh darn Wyoming to play in Sunnyvale against like just some local players, bro. I know them local players, bro. They be over there so distraught and just they be so disheveled by the time that tournament's over. They don't know what hit them. Who hit me up? Somebody hit me up from like St. Louis or something. St. Louis, Nebraska or something. And freaking they was like, yo, Timbo beat us in a few tournaments. Like, he was like, yo, your boy Timbo. He was like, your boy Timbo came down and like beat us in a couple tournaments. I was like, okay. He was laughing, and the dude was laughing. But I was like, damn. I'm like, I know he cooked y'all. I know. I saw the post on Facebook. That was you? I felt bad, but he was cool with it. He was cool with it.